Hey everybody, it's Josie. Welcome back to Cedar Creek Homestead. Well, I had several things that I brought to you last week on videos and the last few days, and I wanted to come back to you and give you some updates on those three things anyways. The first one I wanted to talk to you about, and the one I'm getting the most questions about, is y'all want to know about Cheyenne and Baby Howie. Well, she had her doctor's appointment on Tuesday, her follow-up appointment. For those of you that don't know, she had a blood clot and it was causing some issues, and they were concerned about her health and Baby Howie's health. Now, Baby Howie is healthy. The baby she's carrying has been healthy this whole time. There's not been any problems with him, but there was some concern that there might be some issues and cause her to go into some kind of preterm labor or something like that. So on doctor's orders, doctor's advice, she had to take some medication and she had to be on bed rest, not complete bed rest, but she did have to rest and not lift anything heavy and kind of take things easy. So Tuesday was her update appointment and everything was going really good, and her and Blade left for their appointment, and I was canning pears and was going to make a video on the pears, canning the pears and pear honey, which is kind of, in my opinion, is kind of in between jelly and the pear version of apple butter. But I got a phone call that afternoon. Their doctor's appointment was at 3, and I got a call. Blade was wanting me to come up there and meet them at the hospital. They were sending, Blade went on over, and because of COVID restrictions, they're not letting, he didn't even get to go into her appointment. He had to sit out in the truck. So they sent him on over to the hospital, and they took her themselves. But what the issue was, first of all, the blood clot is smaller, and we give the Lord the praise for that. The cervix is beginning to close, and Baby Howie is good and strong. As far as all of that, she's better, and we appreciate all of the prayers and support that we've gotten from you all. But what the concern was this time is that Cheyenne's heart rate was high, and it was, I believe at its very highest, it was 136. 136, and so they took her there, and they did, they took chest x-rays, they did an EKG, checked her thyroid, did her blood work, checked her kidney functions, all those kind of things. She was there for quite a while. And for quite a little while, her heart rate remained high. As long as she was laying down, it was good. Okay, it started coming down, but as she sat up, it went higher. And she stood up, it really went high. So we were kind of concerned that maybe we were looking at some more problems. We didn't know if maybe she had a blood clot, another blood clot, or what was going on. But then they came back and they COVID tested her. Now, Cheyenne has had the virus. Blade, my whole family, my immediate family, those that lived in my household, all have had the virus. And so, but they still went ahead and tested her because they said that this time around that pregnant women are having issues with, if I don't pronounce this right, y'all don't laugh at me, tachycardia. And so they were kind of concerned that maybe that was what it was, what was presenting there. So they did a COVID test and they ruled out COVID. And when all was said and done, it came out that she was severely dehydrated, and so she had to stay while they, I think they gave her 2 bags of fluid, and then she come home with strict orders of drinking lots of water and still taking it easy. So she's good, and we thank y'all for your prayers. She's good. Baby Howie's good. I don't know about Blade's nerves, if they're good or not, but that's just par for the course, I guess. So that's update number 1. The second update that you guys have been asking me about, and that you, again, you guys have been so faithful to pray, and I'm thankful for that, is an update on my sister. And I talked to you about her in that video that I did on Tammy and Ida. Of course, Ida was the hurricane. Tammy's my sister. When she was little, I thought she was kind of like a hurricane. She's younger than me, and I thought she could tear things up a lot when she was a little girl. But anyway, I talked to her last night, and bless her heart, they're miserable. She said that they keep hearing different news. Of course, you know how things go. You get updates and information changes, but she said right now, they're talking about it could be 2 or 3 weeks before they get their power on. And so they are miserable. They're in the middle of a heat wave, and I believe it was, I heard 111 degrees, and so they are hot and they're miserable. They did manage to get a hold of a 110 window air conditioner, so the whole family is congregating in the living room and trying to live, you know, a little bit, at least a little bit of a cool off there in the living room, and getting a little bit of respite. The children, the grandchildren, they're just little. She has a little waiting pool, and they're filling it. They still have water, and I guess the water hasn't been, the water treatment plant, whatever, that supplies their water has not been affected, that she knows of, that I know of. And so they still have running water, and she's able to fill that kiddie pool for the kids to keep them cooled off, her little ones. I think they're 3 and 1 years old, and then I'm sure her little doggies, she's got little chihuahuas and whatever else she's got some little dogs, and I'm sure they're getting to stay cooled off too. But other than that, they're trying to do the best they can. And she said that after this, she has been making her a list, and she is thinking of all the things, all the shortcomings that she feels like that she's ran into, and she's making a list of all the things that she's gonna do differently when all this is behind them. And I'm so thankful for that, because when we go through something and we come out on the other side, if we didn't gain any knowledge from it, sometimes we wonder. But she has gained knowledge. This is her first hurricane that she's ever been through, and she's been taking notes, and I'm thankful that they're all okay. They are suffering a little bit. They don't, things are rough for them right now, and I know it's rough for some of you others in that same area. One of my dear ladies that's a subscriber on here says that she's across the river from my sister, and or she said across the river or lake or something. Anyway, she's across from where my sister lives, and she's been preparing, but the roof was blown off of her house, and so she's at some of her families, and we're remembering her too. So we know that. And then all up up north and all over, we're all going through things. So I'm thankful to report that my sister is not comfortable right now. They are hot and they are miserable, but they're alive, and she's thankful for that, and she's thankful for the kindness and concern that y'all have had. Now the third update. A lot of you on that video made comment that you thought that I sounded sick, and that you said that I sounded like I was coming down with something, and I thought that I was too. I was really concerned, because I know the thing that's going on right now, and I've already been sick with that once, and I know people are getting sick again. And I have to tell you, around here where I live, it's getting people have been getting sick a lot. And so that kind of crossed my mind, but it ends up, I'm good with that. I truly think I'm feeling good. I did, like some of you asked me to. I rested up. Drink, different ones have requested or have suggested drinking tea. I've had some sweet ladies send me some different teas and some mullein, and you know who you are, and thank you so much for your kind gifts. And I've gotten rested up, and I'm feeling better. I know you guys are hearing me cough on here, but I'll be honest with you, I really think that it's allergies. Blade is sneezing and I'm coughing, and this is something that we go through every year. It's just something that we have to live with, but I am feeling better, and I thank you guys so much that you could hear it in my voice. I know that my throat was scratchy and that I was kind of hoarse, and but I'm good. Y'all don't worry about me. I'm doing okay. And so things are going good on here on the farm. There's so many things. Lumber prices have gone down, at least here for now. I don't know with the hurricane if that'll cause the lumber prices to go back up. I really don't know, but lumber has went down some, so we've gotten some lumber, and we're getting some projects done. Off to my let's see, my left, we have got our build on that we were working on the shop. We've got that enclosed. We've got a door and some windows in it, and so that's eventually going to be an exciting new place for us to do some work, some cooking and some sewing and canning anyways, and sewing and some different things that we'll be able to put into place over there. So I'm excited about all that. I don't know that you can hear it. You might be able to hear every once in a while banging. Well, they've got a bobcat running back behind me down at my in-laws' house. Blade has got a bobcat going, and we've got different projects that we need to get done. So there's always things to update you guys on, and I want to thank you for your interest in us. Thank you for being so concerned about the health of Cheyenne and Baby Howie. They're good, and I'm so excited. We have, if I counted right, we have 15 more weeks until Baby Howie gets here, and I'm excited to be a Meemaw, and I'm embracing that. And we're looking forward to great things. As always, I'm going to remind you guys to look well to the ways of your household. And I'm glad that my little sister, even though he's going through some rough stuff, I'm thankful that she's coming through this on the other side, healthy and wiser from going through it. And she's going to be prepping. And I love you guys. I really do. This is Josie with the update. We're doing good. Thank you for your prayers. And until next time, we're gone.